the beating that the savage beating that Matt Lauer took, and he ran scared. In fact, he's a thumb-sucking little P-word is what he is. Hey, look who's out there.
Who is that?
Dana White from the UFC.
Yo!
Hey, Dana, you got to come in here. What are you doing out there?
A couple of guys out there, too, that...
Hey, let Dana come in for
tough.
a second. Let Dana come in. Come on in.
Quickly, the Dana White.
Dana White, who runs the UFC.
Sit down
my
for a second.
man.
How are you, pal? Good to see you.
My brother, how are you, man?
Good to see you.
Hey, can you take a seat for a second?
Quickly, sit down. The great Dana White.
Wow.
I'm in.
He's in. Dana White, who runs the wildly successful UFC. And, I mean, my favorite sport. Who knew?
Thank you. Thank you.
And if I only had some more time, I'd have more knowledge, but I love the damn sport. Anthony Rumble Johnson was here about just before that last fight.
Right.
He was here. So
how about that fight?
That was fantastic.
Crazy.
I mean, bing, bang, boom. It was out. Glover Teixeira.
Yep.
Who would have thunk?
I know. That's what happens when the big boys get in there and start throwing.
Yes.
Anything can happen.
And Dana, your timing is perfect for two reasons. First of all, it is his favorite sport. He loves it. We've had all the guys. We've had Frankie in here. We've had Rumble in here.
The women fighters, they got heart like you can't believe.
He had
unbelievable. And
yes.
technique.
But on a second note, it also takes time away from him talking about the ass kicking, talking about the octagon that Donald Trump took from Hillary Clinton last night.
Right.
So he's thrilled to see you.
That's not the reason. But I do know you did speak at the Republican National Convention on behalf of Donald Trump.
I did.
Because he had faith in you and the sport early on.
Really did. You know, he's always been a good stand-up guy to me since the day I ever met. First of all, when we first bought this company, no venues wanted us in the United States. And Donald Trump called me and said, we'd love to have you out here in New Jersey. Come on out. Not only did he do that, he did the deal with me, and he was there for the first event. He sat there from the first fight to the main event, and every event we went to after that. Everything that's ever happened to me in my career, he has reached out and said nice things.
Yeah.
The Donald Trump that I know is very different than the Donald Trump people see.
Right. So what is, because there seems to be some confusion amongst even some of your most rabid fans, Dana, what is your level of the ownership? What are you doing on a daily basis with UFC right now? What are you doing?
So obviously the sale, was big news. I owned 9% of the UFC. I sold my 9%, and my partners, the Fertittas, sold all their interest. They brought me back and gave me 7.5% to come back. So I'm back.
Fantastic. I'm glad you're back because you're the brains behind the whole. You're the driving force.
Thank you.
The face too.
And the big news of today is that you added Conor McGregor to the event in Madison Square Garden right downstairs.
Yep.
In early November. McGregor's going to fight who now? I just heard about this.
McGregor is the 145-pound champion. He will fight the 155-pound champion, Eddie Alvarez.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So this card that we put together for, we're coming into MSG and NYC. I had to put the biggest, baddest card we've ever done. It's bigger than 100. It's bigger than 200. It's bigger than anything we've ever done.
I'm psyched. I can't wait for it.
You know what's funny, too, about Conor is, and he loves Conor, and the fans love Conor, there's no question, and he's the guy that can really make you a sport go from here to here.
Yep.
But every guy we bring in, every other boxer we bring in can't stand him because they feel like he tries to monopolize the sport. Like, in other words, this is my sport, and the other guys are like, well, how about winning? And then, on a regular basis, and then you can claim it's your sport.
Right. Well, he's the 145-pound champion. He's beat everybody. He moved from 145 to 170 to fight Nate Diaz.
Which took balls.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
then,
absolutely.
he loses the fight. He says, I want the fight again at 170. Comes back. And it's one of the greatest fights you will ever see in your life.
Absolutely right. Man.
And now he wants to go to 155. All the other fighters can hate on him. This guy will fight anybody, anywhere, anytime.
But that is
That's
true.
right.
You're not denying that. Every fighter hates him. They all hate him.
And I'm the guy, they hate him because he makes a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of jealousy.
Don't hate him, be like him,
well said.
I'm the guy that stands in the living room and looks these guys in the eyes. I'm the guy on the phone when it's crunch time. Your opponent falls out, and you got to make the decision who you're fighting. Conor McGregor, I went to his house where he was in Vegas where he was training. Kid just wakes up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He's in his underwear, hair standing up straight, and he says, so who am I fighting? And we said, well, these are the options. He says, I'm going to the gym. You call me and tell me which option you pick.
Funny.
He doesn't care.
He
doesn't care. That's when you believe in yourself and you know you're the best in the world.
I didn't come to take part. I came to take over.
That's right.
That's his big line.
That's it.
Absolutely.
It's a great line.
And yeah, it is a great line. And you have one event before that, UFC 204 in early October. Who's headlining that? It's on pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, so 204 is in Manchester, England. Sold out in minutes. Michael Bisping defended his title for the first time in the UK.
That's a bad
against Dan Henderson.
Right, fantastic.
The rematch.
I look forward to it. Listen,
you know what's funny is for years doing sports up here on WFAN, we both came from there, me and Bernard. I'd have guys ask me, hey, you have Redskin Giant tickets, you have Knicks Celtic tickets, you have Ranger Islander tickets. I swear to you, every person that has texted me the last 3 weeks asked the same question. You got 205 tickets?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I go, let me text Dana White. They go, you know Dana White? I'm like, not really, but it sounded pretty good.
Hey, I was just telling these guys in the car, on an average UFC fight, I have around 200 tickets, that I have to give out. I have less than 50 tickets to this event.
Well, save 40 for me.
That's how crazy this is.
Hey, Dana White, look, congratulations on your success. And, the sport is just taking off like nothing before. First time in New York State, because the creepy politicians, by the way, what they did, it was Sheldon Silver who was getting paid off by a Las Vegas a billionaire out in a hotel.
No, it was the union, the Las Vegas Culinary Union.
Okay, so that's why Sheldon Silver wouldn't allow it to come to a vote in New York State.
That's
the
right.
corrupt guy, he's in jail now, by the way.
And
so
here we are.
The sport is coming to New York City early November. Dana White, the head of the UFC. Congratulations.
He's a badass, by
Thanks
the way.
for stopping by, man.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you, guys.
He's got some size, got some veins. Look at him. He's a badass, Dana White.
And go Trump, baby. Go Trump. Absolutely. All right, back on Bernie and Sid, 1-800-848-922. Back after this.